So the first real exercise we've got in this workout is the one arm lat pull down. So my focus when going into this workout is to improve my front lats, so improve the look of my lats from the front. So we'll be starting off with the one arm lat pull down, something that's going to directly target the lats specifically and work on that width. So with this exercise, I've chosen to do a one arm variation rather than double, as it allows me to better focus on controlling the movement for each lat. So for instance, I can control the eccentric better, I can focus on a better tempo, I focus on driving my elbows down, pausing on the bottom of the rep, stretching my lats fully and giving an adequate amount of intensity to each side of my body. Again, it helps me also combat some imbalances that I'm trying to work on. A few considerations: you want to be focusing on driving with your elbows down and back into your lats. You want to be fully stretching your lats at the top, taking the exercise for its full range of motion. Again, want to be controlling the eccentric. I like to add a 2 to 3 second eccentric, sometimes even 4 seconds, increasing our total time under tension. Again, we know increased time under tension can help us to develop more muscle. Again, following the same structure, we're going to be doing a single arm row with a cable. Usually I see a lot of people do this with dumbbells. I'm just not a big fan of that movement. Front of the cables, I got better control. I can really focus on pulling my elbows back into my lats, and again just controlling the exercise throughout. Better control of my eccentric without destroying my lower back or worrying too much about my form breaking down. When doing the cables, it's a bit more smooth and easy to execute on the exercise. That being said, dumbbells are still a great way to do it. You can throw around a lot more weight. You just may have less control of the eccentric and of the movement. Going forward, I'm actually going to introduce this exercise using a chest supported option as well, just so I can eliminate any lower back loading and leave that more for my leg days. And yeah, just absolute great exercise, really good for, again, fixing those imbalances and working each back evenly and focusing on really growing those lower lats. So with this exercise, it pretty much comes down to preference. With upright rows, I like to train my traps on my back days or pull days rather than my shoulder days. And I like some people like to train their traps on shoulders, but for me, it's a pulling exercise, you do it on your pull day. So with this, I like to do an upright row away from my main shrugging workout on a back day, as I like to use a cable with a rope attachment. This is less taxing on the shoulder joint as compared to when you're doing it with a barbell or dumbbell. Free weight version with the rope is smoother, it's easier to control the weight. Again, you're focusing on pulling with the elbows and leading that exercise. Adding a small little pause at the top of each rep and slowly controlling the eccentric. Again, it's going to minimize damage to the shoulders and make sure that we're using our traps and upper back muscles during the lift. Again, it's a great accessory exercise. I like to keep the weight light and focus on using high reps, and between the 15 to 20 rep range. Also works very well with this exercise. And yeah, it's just a great upper back builder, and you should all be doing it. So onto another main exercise. Usually I see people do the bent over row or chest support bent over row at the start of their workout. Because my focus is to fix some of my weaker areas in my back, being my front lats, my traps and my lower lats, my back thickness is pretty good in terms of my upper back. It's well developed, so there's no need to push this exercise first. I can kind of use most of my energy in the session to focus on more of my weak areas, and then I can come back to this towards the end. Again, we're still doing it with quite a load of weight. Okay, going towards the end of this workout, here it's just arms, which I finish tagging on arm work at the end of my pull workout. Generally speaking, when it comes to arms at the end of a pull day, I'm only doing low volume approach, so kind of looking at just doing a pretty low volume approach, 2 to 3 sets across each exercise. Maximum probably doing only 2 exercises. In this case, I've done a pronated dumbbell curl. With this, I've chosen to do a pronated curl using pretty light weight, as it allows me to keep a greater time under tension on the muscle as compared to doing something like an alternating dumbbell curl with a little bit of a spin of the wrist. Secondly, we're just doing a spider curl. Again, avoids cheating and allows me to really perfect and help build up the peak of my bicep. Again, nothing special. I generally have an arm day on every 4th day of training in my kind of rotation. This is just to focus on building the arms up, and at the end of a pull day, having used all my energy and effort on bringing out my back, we're just tacking on a small little bit of extra volume, usually higher reps as well, focusing in and around the 10 to 12 and 12 to 15, even up to 20 reps range. But yeah, nothing special with the arms, just a little tag on, a little bit of extra volume. The main bit of my arms comes on the arm day workout, which I will be providing a video on as well. But that is pretty much it. That is my whole full pull routine. I don't do a lot of exercises. I keep it pretty strict. with just the exercises that are going to specifically help improve my physique. Very strategically chosen. There's no point doing loads and loads of exercises. I kind of pick 4 to 5 exercises. I get very good at completing those exercises and push progressive overload up until a point where I'm no longer progressing on that exercise and I made significant progress in the area that I wanted to progress in. Then I might look at substituting it out with another exercise, also working in that same area, but just taking it through a different range of motion. But yeah, that is it for this full back breakdown. We bring in more workout breakdowns for different types of workouts, just giving more of an insight into what I do, how I'm thinking about training and looking to improve my physique, and things you can also take away into your own training to improve your own physiques. Anyway, that's it. I'm out.